Hello friends, welcome to the channel. Today we are going to discuss how to prepare effectively for examinations. It is observed that most of the students are struggling hard to know how to study for examinations or how to prepare for examinations effectively so that he or she, the student, should get good number of marks in the examinations. So today I am coming with this video which will explain 11 important steps to increase the efficiency of study and get a good number of marks in the examination. So first point is know your syllabus. It is very important for each and every student that he must know the syllabus for the course which the board or university is prescribed. The knowledge of syllabus is very important because how many subjects we are going to study in this particular year, what are the subjects, and again in each and every subject what are the chapters, how many chapters we are going to study and which are those. It is necessary to know the detailed information about subjects, various subjects which we are going to study, as well as in each and every subject the detailed topics, chapters which we are going to study in detail. The knowledge of this will help the student to study properly or to plan properly. To understand, the second important point is that to understand the weightage of marks for topics. So once we come to know the syllabus, we must know the weightage of marks given for each and every topic or chapter. If you are having 8 subjects, in 8 subject, one subject, take an example, accountancy. So what there are 8 chapters. So how much marks the questions will come in the examination? So for first chapter it is for 10 marks, for second chapter it is 15 marks, for third chapter again it is 15 marks, for fourth chapter it is 20 marks, like that. The weightage is very important for us for each chapter. To know that in the syllabus such a weightage is prescribed. So the knowledge of the weightage for chapters is necessary. Third important point is understand the exam pattern. So it is very necessary to know the pattern of examinations, whether the examinations are online or offline. Because of this particular pandemic, some exams are on online mode as well as offline mode. So we must be in a position to know the exam pattern. Again in the exam pattern, whether the questions are for objective type, sections, section 1, section 2. Section 1, take an example, objective type questions, fill in the blank questions, match the following questions. So these are short questions. Section 2, short answer questions, medium answer questions, essay type questions. So fourth important point is preparation of weekly timetable. So it is necessary to plan how I can study. Take an example, daily how I can study. I will wake up in the 5 in the morning, then I will study for 1 hour or 2 hours, then thereafter I will take a bath, thereafter I will take a breakfast and tea, then thereafter I will again study for 1 hour or 1.5 hours. Thereafter I will go to the college or school, then thereafter I will attend all the lectures. I will come back to the college from college to home. Again I will have a tea or breakfast. Again I will have a study. Again I will have a dinner, and last again I have to study. So preparation of weekly timetable is necessary. So whatever the 24 hours in a day are there, that we can plan properly. How much I can allocate for study, how much I can allocate for playing, how much I can allocate for other activities, so that how much I can allocate for sleep, etc. is necessary. So next, fifth point, preparation of notes. So preparation of notes is very important aspect while we can plan for the study. So it is generally expected that the student can try to prepare the notes on his own handwriting. So it is very important to make the notes in your own handwriting. And second, if you are using existing notes, that can be modified so that you can easily understood the notes. So therefore, preparation of notes is a very important aspect as we want to get more number of marks. Once the material is available with you in your own handwriting, that will help you to get good number of marks. Next point is study for generally 50 to 60 minutes at a time. You should not study more than 50 to 60 minutes at a time, single time. After 50 to 60 minutes of time, you can take a break of 10 to 15 minutes. And again, you can start with the another subject. Take an example. For first 50 to 60 minutes, you are used chemistry subject, and after taking 10 to 15 minutes gap, you can go for physics or mathematics. You should not again go for chemistry. That is important. Seventh point, choose a proper place for studies. It is very important to choose a proper place for your studies. So when you are choosing the place, it must be good one. It must be spacious. It must have proper light. It must have proper ventilation. It must be free from certain hindrances. Take an example, noise, dust, etc. Always you can choose to sit in a proper way. So whatever the picture it is showed, you should not sit in like this manner and study. So you can always sit in a proper manner. 8th point, it is better to study in the morning as well as it is better to study in the day. More study in the day. So it is said that study in the morning is very important. You can wake up in the early morning, you can study because that particular mind is free of all stress. So it is better to study in the morning, and it is also necessary that you can study more in the daytime and less in the night. So in the daytime you have to study more. You should not waste your time for here and there. So study more in the daytime, study more as possible as in the morning, and you should avoid the studying in the night. Wake up early and sleep early. Next point is stop using electronic devices. While studying, you should not use electronic devices like mobiles, televisions, and other electronic equipments that is not expected. While you are studying, you have to concentrate. You have to concentrate on your study so that avoid these electronic media like Facebook, like WhatsApp, Instagram, etc. 10th point is practice. So it is always said that practice makes a man perfect. So we have to practice. What we have to practice? We have to solve the previous question papers by taking the time. Take an example, for 3 hours we have to solve each and every question papers properly, so that it will help us to increase our confidence, so that we have to try to solve the previous question paper. Practice. Thank you.